You ever notice how even the most ordinary drive in Fort Lauderdale doesn't really feel ordinary? Like, yeah, I just left the grocery store, got a bag of pasta, ground beef, and probably forgot something important, but the moment you hit the road and see those palm trees dancing in the wind, it feels like the city's showing off again. This is my drive home, not a drone shot, not a highlight reel, just the real Fort Lauderdale. Windows down, sky wide open, that warm air sneaking in like it owns the place. Even errands here come with a view. Most cities give you traffic. Fort Lauderdale gives you traffic with a tan. And honestly, I'll take that deal any day. There's something about this city, even when you're just cruising past neighborhoods, it's alive. Boats gliding through canals, people walking dogs that look like they should have their own Instagram, and homes that casually remind you waterfront living is just normal here. And yeah, as a licensed real estate agent, I notice the homes. It's kind of an occupational hazard. You pass a street and think, 3-bed, 2-bath, probably went for 1.3, and it still doesn't have enough dock space. But that's Lauderdale, all shapes, all sizes, all kinds of stories behind every front door and boat lift. Now don't get me wrong, I love showing the glitz and the million-dollar views. But this, right here? This is the real Lauderdale. The Publix parking lots, the left turns you miss because someone's on a scooter, the way sunlight bounces off every windshield like it's auditioning for a commercial. Sometimes people think living here means every day's a party. And sure, there's plenty of that, but honestly, it's these quiet drives home that remind you why you stay. Palm shadows on the road, music low, ocean breeze sneaking through the AC vents, it's not bad for a grocery run. You start to realize, the everyday here is still better than the vacation in most places. Even a quick drive home makes you appreciate the rhythm of this city. The mix of locals, snowbirds, and dreamers all sharing the same sunshine. And there's something about being behind the wheel here, the way you can turn one corner and suddenly see water stretching out in both directions. They don't call it the Venice of America for nothing. If there's a body of water, there's a boat on it, and if there's a boat, there's probably someone living their best life on deck. Sometimes I laugh thinking about it. I'm just out here trying to get home before the ice cream melts, and I'm passing $5 million yachts like it's no big deal. That's Fort Lauderdale for you. It'll humble you and flex on you at the same time. You can try to tune it out, but this city's got a vibe you can't ignore. It's the sound of seagulls and construction cranes, the smell of ocean salt and coffee, the feeling that everything's moving fast, colorful, and just a little unpredictable. And maybe that's why people fall in love with this city. Not just for the weather, though let's be honest, it's hard to complain about 80 degrees and palm trees in motion. Not just for the beaches, where the waves sparkle like they've been rehearsing all day for sunset. And not even just for the nightlife, though it's pretty hard to top live music echoing down Las Olas after dark. No, it's something deeper. Because even when you're not doing anything special, it still feels special here. A drive home turns into a small escape. A grocery run becomes a slow-motion tour through a city that doesn't know how to look bad. Every corner has a little personality, a restaurant that's been around forever. A canal where someone's quietly fishing. A boat drifting by like it's in no rush at all. Even the way the sunlight hits the side of a building can stop you for a second. Just long enough to remind you where you are. You start to realize, this place has a pulse. It hums through the palm leaves, through the sound of tires on warm pavement. Through the mix of old Florida charm and new energy that never really slows down. There's motion everywhere, but it never feels rushed. It's like the whole city agreed to live in golden hour. And I mean, who else gets a scenic route on the way home from the grocery store? That's just part of the deal here. Lauderdale doesn't need a filter, it is the filter. Every reflection off a car hood, every shimmer off the water. It's like the city's showing you what happens when light meets lifestyle. If you've ever driven here with your windows down, you know the air has a personality, warm, salty, alive. It carries the sound of the ocean, the faint thump of music from a passing boat. The laughter of people who somehow figured out how to live in vacation mode year-round. And maybe that's the secret, Fort Lauderdale has mastered the art of the in-between. It's not just where you go to escape. It's where you go to arrive. To slow down, to breathe, to catch yourself smiling for no reason. Because here, the small stuff feels big. A quiet street, a familiar route, the way the city glows in your rearview mirror. It all adds up to something more. Something that makes you think, yeah, I could get used to this. So whether you're local, just visiting, or imagining what it'd be like to wake up here every day. That feeling you get when you see this city, that little spark? It's not going anywhere. There's always more to see, more to explore, more to feel. From the beaches to the backroads, from morning drives to midnight lights. Fort Lauderdale always finds a way to make the ordinary feel extraordinary. So keep cruising. Because around here, even a simple drive has a story. If you've stayed with this drive until the end, you've already begun to see why Fort Lauderdale is so special. It's not just the beaches, the canals, or the yachts, it's the sense of place, the feeling that even ordinary moments can be remarkable. Every street, every bridge, every glimpse of the water tells part of the story of this city. Even a simple drive home, a routine stop at a local store, or a quiet canal at sunset can feel like a scene worth remembering. That's what living Lauderdale is all about. It's about exploring not just the landmarks or the popular spots, but the hidden corners, the local hangouts, the everyday experiences that make life here so rich. It's about giving you a sense of what it's really like to live here, the pace, the energy, and the beauty that can't be captured in a single photograph. If this journey resonated with you, take a moment to like this video. Leave a comment and share your favorite part of the city or what you'd like to see next, perhaps a neighborhood tour, a waterfront view, or a stroll along the canals. Share this video with someone who might enjoy discovering Fort Lauderdale through these drives. And make sure to subscribe to Living Lauderdale so you can keep experiencing the city in the way it deserves to be seen. There's always another street, another view, another story waiting. Stay with us, and keep discovering Fort Lauderdale as it truly is, welcoming, full of life, and ready to become a place you can call home.